Makes it hard to feel, but they persevere for the end game, the end game. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one, to the same love, the same love. Travel to freedom, broken and worn, but they once kept on in the moonlight, the moonlight. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one, to the same love, the same love.
Alright, what's up, guys? We're live. FSL Day 9. What's up? We got some guests.
What's up?
The camera's on. I got a special guest for the first 2v2 cast. That one. There's Cyan. How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good. How you been?
How about this fast pace? Definitely could use the second caster. It's a fun thing too. We got tonight, guys. Let's show the Vitos. That way we can kind of talk about the match. So we have the old and gold. I like to watch it when they play. Right? It's really fun to see how they play because this is their thing. Guys, maps. Right there. You can see. They're doing their beat. Oh, they're done already, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with the maps. 2v2, but heavy artillery.
Yeah, these are pretty standard maps.
First two maps.
Do you want to chat with them first?
Let's chat. Yeah, let's definitely chat with these.
Alright, let me bring the old and gold first. Alright, they're here with us. The old and gold and Kodayo.
Yeah. So, guys, what is up? Nice, nice Size Storm Gaming. Is that the towel? The Gumiho towel?
Yeah.
That's the Gumiho towel. That's a very rare one. You can't actually get that anymore. So,
Collector's item.
it's a collector's item. And we got Regret as the representative for the Kodayo team. Alright, guys. This is gonna be a tough one. For I don't know who's gonna win, but because you know the old and gold looked pretty good, but Kodayo was a champ.
Yeah.
Was a 2v2 champ at one point. I think we have Chad on too. Let's get Chad's camera on if you guys can turn on your camera.
Yeah, it should be on.
But while we're waiting for that cam, Mr. Sloza, tell us
There it
about
is.
you, your day, what you're thinking about for this 2v2.
Well, I was thinking about Terran and Protoss. But last minute, I got the heads up that we're playing different teams. So our Friday night cheeses will have to be switched over to the Zerg and Protoss cheeses. So just kind of be
A minor change, right?
Yeah, I mean, very minor. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Kodayo also just found that about an hour or two ago. I told them, hey, you guys are playing tonight. They were like, what?
Indeed. So there you go, guys. I'm looking at the records, Seth. Kodayo, I think, is 1-0.
That's right. And so is old and gold.
And old gold. You guys are both off to a 1-0 start. Someone will lose today. We don't do ties. But it's really early. What do you think about that?
Actually,
Casper?
Kodayo is 2-0.
Oh, he's 2-0, even better. Okay, so someone will lose their first match tonight. What do you think about that, Casper?
I'm just gonna put on the pressure, man. I'm gonna do my best and try not to, try to stay on top of the P's and Q's. I'm gonna pretend I'm playing Jordan.
And we haven't talked to Regret here. Regret, what are your plans on it?
Win, hopefully.
Win and play?
Yeah, I do hope to win. My plan is to win.
Got it.
We haven't, Jacob and I, the archaic, haven't had much time to practice, so we're just reviewing what we know about what Zergs and Terrans do 2v2. Try to do our best.
This will be good. I can't wait to see you guys play. We're gonna do our picks without you guys hearing them. That way we don't influence you. But good luck, guys. You guys will hop off to your own channel now, so you guys can chat. We'll get the game started.
All right, good luck. Yep.
All right, so they are hopping off to their own channel now. Means we should be able to talk about her. What do you think, Cyan? What's the score?
It's tough. I think I'm gonna go with old and gold. And I'm gonna go 2-1, old and gold.
2-1. I'm gonna go the opposite. 2-1 for Kodayo. And Seth, what do you think?
I might be a little bit, just a tiny bit biased.
Tiny
here.
bias. Yeah, tiny bias.
Just a smidge.
A smidge.
But-
Alright, well, regardless of what your private pick is, you're starting off now, guys. For watching.
FSL Season 4.
I'm excited for this. Cool. 2v2s are fun. I'm glad we added this season. Really.
Yeah, 2v2s are a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed doing that.
Hey guys. Here on the bottom left, the team. We'll start off with the Zerg player here.
Regret.
And his partner.
The Archaic.
And this team, they call themselves. Gotta do this fast because there's too many intros.
Team Codeo.
Alright, and now let's talk about the. Hey, go ahead.
Oh, was that me?
Yes.
All right. In the top left-hand side, we have.
Well, you gotta follow my observing, right? So I'm.
Okay. Well, I guess I did it backwards. Then.
Yeah, it's okay. Guys.
Sloza.
And go ahead.
And in and his teammate is
Casper 631.
What do they call themselves, man?
and they call themselves
Team Old and Gold.
There you go. So, nothing too interesting on the start, right? No one's really cheesing. So that's the good news, because we took a long time to do the intros. So we would have missed out all the action if they did cheese right off the bat. But you know, it doesn't look too crazy aggressive, right? Although there's 2 gas already for the Terran. That's not usual. And they trapped the probe. The only thing is though, look man, the Team Codeo has expanded both of them already. While the Old and Gold is only one guy is expanded so far. Right?
just a Zerg, yeah, normal expansion for the Zerg. Nothing special there, but yeah, they've got the Protoss has already expanded.
Heck,
to
the
the
Zerg
back,
might
the
expand
bottom.
again. They're actually not in sync because he closed. You see that he closed the depot and he's like, "Hey man, open it. What are you doing?" But anyway, you got these overlords guarding, or at least watching the areas of interest. And you know, they really need an expansion. Mighty Ant, aka Sloza, is taking a while. He's good. He's doing a 1-1-1 to start. He's actually not gonna get a command center anytime soon because he's looking to be aggressive. And meanwhile, on the Codeo team, Ling Bane for the Zerg, and
We got a Twilight Council already coming
Yeah.
down, so I expect charge lots, maybe Blink, start off with this.
yeah, and
And it's charge lots.
regrets Overlord may die. It's on. Yeah, it's gonna die now. It's not gonna hide either because
Got
You
the
know.
vision with the other Overlord.
yeah, the other Overlord will spot it. So no chance to survive. Now there's 2. Slight.
We're gonna lose 2 of them.
Yeah, slight mistake. There's quite a few Lings are out now. This scouting Ling for Casper is very good. He sees what is up. Still no
He's-
expansion for... And he is aggressive. He is going... Lots of tanks. 2 tanks already. And Ling Bane for 2 feet in your chest, aka Casper. But you know, look man, the Codeo has another expansion coming up. they're gonna fall behind here on the macro. They better do a lot of damage with this attack. They're doing something, right?
Yeah, he's got his lings going across the map. He's got his tanks moving, and he's also got his 2 Vikings going over too.
Oh, Regret sees the tanks coming over. The tanks are alone. The Overlord's gonna die in the back. Regret. He's not gonna get supply block, luckily for him. But the tanks are gonna get siege. Uh-oh. He doesn't have a whole lot of support, though. Just a few lings. He has the
And a
air
couple of-
support.
He's
You
got
know,
a couple
these-
of charge lots.
Yeah, these
That's about
Vikings
it.
can start working on some of these Overlords. Oh, there's Banelings, too.
Oh,
Alright, here it goes. There's no Banelings for the other side yet.
that's gonna do so much
Engaging.
damage.
Oh, look at
Oh,
the
good
lift.
pickup. Good pickup.
They just didn't have enough, I don't think, to support this tank, you know? The Zerg didn't really give that much, they didn't have the Banelings either. He had the Baneling nest. He needed that, I think.
Yeah, well,
But-
they're expanding behind this too, so they're taking their front.
Yeah, but they're
Thirds.
very behind on the
They
expansion.
are
Look
very
at that.
behind.
Look at that. I mean, they went for an aggressive build and they didn't really get anything done. There is a Liberator coming. Maybe they'll get something out of it, but they're so far behind now. Because the expansion for the other team, Kodeo, has been up and mining. The Liberator is going to get found by this Phoenix. And he'll be lucky to get 1 or 2 workers. 1, 2. Yeah, just 2.
There's a 2 or yeah, so he gets 2 there.
Yeah. 2
Phoenix
is
takes
not-
forever to kill a Liberator.
Yeah, that was not good. So they really took a risk trying to be very aggressive early, and now they're way behind, I think. The saturation, I mean, guys, StarCraft is a game of numbers, right? So look at the Zerg's base. The 3rd base is already saturated pretty much, right? Meanwhile, the Zerg here is just getting started. And then if you look at the other guy, the Protosses, 2 base are saturated. Terran caught up a little bit, but you can also look at the supply. 82.79 versus 77.59. I mean, they're catching up a little bit here, but they really need more.
He's oversaturated at his main. He needs to transfer those workers immediately.
Yeah, they're working on it. And whoa, lots of buildings here being made. 2 Evos, 2 Spores for the back. No dropping there. But he is going Muta, so...
And we've already got a carrier getting ready to come out on the field.
Oh, man, and that's the problem. If you let Protoss get the Sky Toss, it gets really hard. It gets really hard for you.
He's got a second. He's got a second one going to be coming behind it for the Stargate.
Yeah.
Actually, 3. Make that 3. I didn't see the other one, so he's going to have 2 carriers coming out here in a second. And they're expanding again off to the left and up.
Yeah, look at that, the growth on this team. And I don't see the old and gold punishing that. You don't have enough for anything. Where's the units for... He's stuck, look at this. He needs to open up this depot here. Stuck. 2 tanks are stuck.
Oh, he's got to... Yeah, he's either opened a depot or lift one of those buildings off. Those tanks are not going anywhere.
Yeah, he needs to just open up the depot. Lower the depot,
We-
so... Here
And now
comes
we got
Mutas. Yeah, he's
Yep.
looking to do so. He needs to do something. They need to get something done because they really haven't gotten much out of this. You know, their first attacks, he's gonna fight the Phoenix, which is okay because then maybe he'll run into the carriers. He does see the carriers now, so now they know they're in trouble. They're like, dude, and why is he staying? Why is he
Oh, he's
staying?
going to lose all the mutas.
This is a bad idea. Why is he staying?
Oh, there's so
these
much
mutas,
gas and
guys,
minerals gone.
Yeah, the mutas are... You know, they're great. They could have killed a few workers here. But he just kind of threw them away. That's really bad. Now...
And Mighty Ant is finally getting his 3rd up and running. He's got plenty of SEVs now if he just transfers them over to saturate that 3rd that he has.
Yeah, that's
This-
great. They're still
the Zerg
working
needs
on
to
their
expand
bases.
too.
Yeah. But now the Sky Toss is here and you don't have an answer. I guess you could mass up all these Corruptors. He has all these Banelings. They're just kind of staying back. I would also mine these minerals as blockings. You can have extra angles.
Yes, definitely.
Because you're gonna need to have the angles to get a good
If they take
fight.
that out and get attacked, they can run around and circle in from the back instead of
think
just
I would open
trying
it
to
up.
fight from the front.
If you have a Zerg, for the Zerg, you want to open things up. So,
And they're expanding down too on the right-hand side. Casper's
alrighty.
getting another expo down
Man,
there.
they are really getting powered up here. They are.
They're still behind. It's still 146, 160 to 139,
Yeah,
112.
from
so
here
they're
on
still
in,
way behind.
They really need the Zerg just needs to keep making Corruptors and Terran. There's a lot of lurkers on the field too, so I think you're gonna need to make a lot of tanks and Thors. Maybe you go mech here, but he is going bio though, so I guess. And now that prompts an attack. They're so far behind in their base that they had to go all the way out here just to protect his base. They're so far from where the action is, but he will save that base. There's
Saves
a few,
the base.
few Corruptors, but man, you know, there's 4 carriers, so I would say 4 or 5 Corruptors per carrier would be good. That way you crush it. Oh my gosh, now there's 5 and then lots of charge slots. 6 carriers. So what's that? You need 20, 30 Corruptors, man. And he only has
What's he got?
he only has like 9.
9 or
He
10?
needs double or triple that number to do something with. And they're gonna load and drop somewhere on the. Okay,
Yeah,
they're gonna drop on
they're
that
clearly
side.
coming
I
in the
think.
back.
This is very dangerous though to drop. Here it is. He's got Vipers here. The Corruptors are gonna run back. I don't think he has enough anyway to fight the carriers.
And they're moving out, so they are. I
Oh,
think
there's a
they're-
lot of
yeah, they're
charge
right
slots.
at maxed out. Yeah. Here
They're
come the
already
lurkers, the
maxed
charge
out,
lots,
guys.
the carriers.
They're already maxed out. This is
They're
a good.
going for the death kill.
Oh, this is good. Look, the drop here is really nice. That forces the other team to come all the way back. Kills the hive. That is a huge deal, guys. Killing the hive. But now, you may want to get out of here. And look at that. The parasitic bomb. He's not doing a split.
Oh, great pullbacks on those medevacs. And they
Pulls
go
him
down.
back. 15 Corruptors are coming. And Mr. Casper staying to fight. Oh, he should have just run back.
He should have left. He's
Yeah,
lost all his corruptors.
That is one thing we notice about him. He just kind of lets them die. Right? You can't escape. You're faster. And now look at this push, guys. This is
Yeah,
gonna
they just
be-
need to push and end it.
Yeah, they're.
And those
Kodeo is
Lings
maxed
and-
out.
Yeah, the Lings and everything, they're not going to stand a chance against the lurkers. They're just going to shred right through all that.
Kodeo is maxed out. Where are the tanks? What happened to? I thought he made more. I guess he stopped making tanks.
He did stop
That
making
means
them.
they have nothing against the ground and have nothing against the air. They have no answer for either side, air or ground.
Yep, and I don't... Yeah, and I think
They don't
that's
have an
pretty
answer
much
for
gonna
the
be it.
charge lots, carriers, lurkers. I don't even think
Yeah.
these Templars will get to do anything. The
He's
swarm
got
is
his
here.
tanks over at his third, so he didn't bring those up, and now they're just going to run through and just...
Oh, they were in the
Just
bad
wipe all the
spot.
buildings.
Yeah, it's not in
Yeah.
the right spot. There's an attack on the left side and some here too. But the problem is the main base is getting raised. And they're gonna go in to finish the job. You can't produce anything here to stop this assault. If you can magically
Low
sum up 30 carriers and 20 broodlords, maybe, or 30. But
And there it is.
that's gonna do it, guys, for game 1.
The Archaic.
Well, there's your game one, guys. They better do something different. Which is one, if they're gonna be aggressive, they better get something done, right? Because they fall behind, as you saw. Right? They need to expand. If not, you know, if it's either you very aggressive and you do some damage, or you power up and see if they're powering up, then it's a race, right?
Yeah, and I think if they're going to be aggressive, they need to do something between, you know, the 4 minute and the 5 minute mark. That's really where you can be super aggressive in a 2v2. So if they're not going to do it and they don't expand or anything, then they're just going to fall behind, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and the first push was 2 tanks and just a bunch of lings, and there were just not enough lings. I don't think they were synced up in their attack. Right. So that was the problem. But anyway, guys, game 2. And Roskalion. They're together in this map. Alright, you guys are watching.
FSL Season 4.
Alright, in the bottom right, this team won. And he is... The Zerg guy here is...
Regret.
The Protoss partner he has.
The Archaic.
And they're called...
Team Kodeo.
And in the top, our Zerg player, he is
Casper 631.
and his partner spawning as a Terran, he is
Sloza.
and they are known as
Team Old and Gold.
That's right, Team Old and Gold. Welcome to the channel. Those watching, this is a casual league. We're doing 2v2s, 1 versus 1s. What's up, Ghost and Meow? Been a while. Good seeing you guys on. No super aggressive stuff to start. Let's see what the Old and Gold do here. You know, they cannot delay your expansion that long. Right?
yeah, there's
Unless you're really
two
gonna
Zergs
plan
are-
on do damage.
yeah, the two Zergs are expanding. That's normal. Hopefully the Protoss gets his Expo out too, because everything's at the bottom, and then they can just wall off the bottom ramp if they need to. There you go.
Alrighty, well, good scout by the Archaic here. He's gonna run back. The Mighty Ant's following it. That's a reflex. You follow the Protoss probe when you first see it, thinking you might get cannon rushed, but we know that's not. But there's a Zerg drone coming. Whose drone is that? Oh, Casper sent it to scout. That's pretty funny. And now there's a Reaper or Mighty Ant. Maybe he'll get something done. He's kind of chilling. The Lings are looking for something. Regress looking for something.
And the longer that Protoss Nexus gets up, the farther they're gonna get behind.
Yeah,
The
it's the
Terran
same
doesn't
thing
expand,
here,
too.
man. You know, look, the Terran guy here. Okay, there you go. He
There
is
he goes.
expanding. That's good. Because if he doesn't expand, he's so... This is a big problem. So his timing is not too terrible in terms of the expansion. Not too terribly late, I mean. Right? It's normal. It's somewhat late, but not that late, so it's okay. Twilight charge for the Protoss. With the shield battery. A very solid build here. Baneling Nest for the Zerg. He always has like 4 gates going.
I think a couple Lings just got in. There's, yeah, there they are.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Lings are just kind of scouting, not doing too much. For the Terran, 111.
Oh, and here's the Reapers and the Hellion. There it is.
Okay, well, it looks like that's the plan, huh? But it didn't really do much.
Yeah, you probably should have jumped
Two
those Reapers up on the
Oh,
high
the
ground
two
there.
Reapers. It's a little bit too dangerous with, you know, when it's this late in the game when you attack. He cancels the shield battery thinking this is nothing. Right? I need the money. He's like, alright, it's not really a big attack.
And the Zerg's dropping, getting his third expansion going.
Yep, that's good. Both the Zergs are expanding a Stargate now for the Protoss, the Archaic. And Regret's gonna test things out. He sees the bottom base. And where are the units? Where are their units? Casper's gonna lose this base.
See any...
Did they like totally skip making units? And now they're gonna die. They don't have anything. The bunker
Got
may
a couple
save
Marines
them.
with a bunker, and that's it.
Yeah, this is... What are they doing?
And now he fires up the roaches.
They didn't have any units to see them coming.
Yeah, and charge is already done.
Oh man, look at these charge slots, and he doesn't even get in the bunker.
Oh, he loses all them. He's going to lose
The bunker
all the
was
SCVs.
done. He didn't get in there. They're just gonna fall apart here really early to the early attack. I mean, this is a lot of damage already, guys.
Yeah, Mighty Ant is definitely falling behind here.
Way behind. Just look at the numbers, guys. 37 supply for Mighty Ant. He took a lot of damage off of that. Lost his Marines. However, Casper, supply-wise, is doing well. There is a Void Ray for the Archaic. Casper's gonna try to do something. See if he can get this base. He could, because it's only just one Void Ray, but there's Banelings. So, let's see. Let's see the split. There's he's just gonna get out lickily spit.
He'll save it. And he's
Yeah,
got some
but there's
spines going
roaches.
down,
I
too.
think you go. This is good.
This is
good
when you
pressure
go.
for- Oh well, actually, there's two Void Rays now. Queens are here. Forget it. Never mind. I mean, if they could kill that really quickly and just run away, that would be fine. But not gonna work.
Yeah, and the spine crawlers are getting ready to finish up too, so that's
Yeah, now
really no
well
way for
now
them to
it's
get in there now.
definitely no good. Now they know that there's Void Rays on the map. Battle cruiser, guys. Look at this guy. Sloza is gonna have a battle cruiser. And if he teleports that thing is gonna die because the carriers are coming out. Oh, he has some time, so he has time. So if he goes in there, does damage, and gets... Well, actually, the battle cruiser's not even halfway done. Never mind. And now they can't even get their third up without getting so much pressure. Where are their units? Oh, man. He's all the way in the back, and his teammate, the Terran, isn't really anywhere near that to help.
Yeah, I don't think he has a lot of units, really.
Yeah, he's too defensive up out here. They really need to be up front, man. You know, he's got these units up here. He's got the things, the tank all the way up there. They need to be down where the action would be.
Yeah, they need to be definitely down on that natural ramp or even.
Yeah,
at
he's
the
in the
third
wrong
now.
spot. So, the old and gold definitely having senior moments, right?
Definitely
Expansion
senior
here.
moments.
Look at this. Look at this expansion again. They're just growing. Kodeo is just like the youthful expansion, right? They're just getting everywhere now. And here's the thing: it's not like you need to be playing fast. It's just some decisions here, right? And like incorrect decisions by the old and gold, and so they're falling behind. It's not over yet,
Yeah.
but look, and they already knew air was coming, right? So what's their long-term plan against air? Hydras for Casper. Battle cruiser still for Mighty Ant, which is not gonna do much against carriers. He's hiding the first battle cruiser, but the surprise of two battle cruisers is nothing when you have carriers and Void Rays waiting for him.
Yeah, and he's only doing one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time. That ain't gonna do jack.
Yeah, he doesn't have his gases fully saturated either, and once again,
And
he's
his tanks,
oversaturated.
and his tanks are going the wrong way because he's got his rallies all messed up. He needs to be down here helping out the Zerg. Luckily, there's no attacks just yet.
And he
There's
scans
the
in down
scan.
there to
He's
see
like,
what's-
oh, let's see if he dares teleports in there. That would be a bad idea. He's staying put. Okay, good for him. He's staying put because that would it will just lose him. Lurkers
Yeah,
again.
Kodio. So they're going lurkers again, and Kodio is just moving right on upside the right side of the map.
Yeah, they're like, all right, well, if you're not gonna do anything, we know we'll be fine by going late in the game because we got carriers and lurkers. You guys,
And he's
you guys don't
getting
want to attack
Storm
us?
again.
Yeah, you don't want to
More
attack us.
lurkers.
We'll keep expanding.
Keep expanding.
Yeah, and these are the kind of things that you don't really know until you watch the VOD. You're like, man, we're not scouting, we're not reading anything. They're just staying back here, you know. They really have not. And he's finally these overlords are finally gonna get a glimpse of wow, these guys are just expanding everywhere. Because we are not doing jack. There you go. They find this overlord's like, what? Yes, man, that's what's gonna happen. If you're gonna stay put in your base, your opponent is just gonna feel free.
Just gonna keep expanding, and they've basically got the same comp they had last game too. They're just going
they're
lurkers, carriers, storm.
Yeah, they're gonna fall behind. They don't have an answer for what they're doing. What is their answer? I don't see him have an answer here. Hellions are useless. I don't know why he's making Hellions at this stage of the game. Not.
And he's got some Hydras, but not against the lurkers. They won't do anything.
He's still making one battle cruiser at a time, like
At
you
a
said,
time.
and that's not gonna do anything. I think he needs to scan and see that his one battle cruiser is like, hey, you have three battle cruisers. I'll raise you 5 carriers, 3 void rays, and more. And look at this. This is a good attack. Gotta do something, right? They don't get a whole lot done, but at least they realize how much trouble they're in. They see the carrier, and now they realize, dude, we have the wrong tech. Well, the Zerg has the right tech, but they better really attack together. Because look, Kodeo is about to be maxed out again. And this is looking bleak. They don't have the game plan, I think, for this match right now. They're not really. Now, can they execute and maybe still pull something off? Maybe. And look at this. Regret has on the other side of the map 2 swarm roads. He's like, well, I don't like these guys. Oh, this is the battle cruiser. 3 battle cruisers at 12 minutes. It's super late. It's not gonna get much done. Might even run into some new carriers, the 8th and 9th carrier.
Well,
And
they know they're there now.
He's feeling
so
pretty
they
good.
should
He's
be
like,
coming.
yes, I got this. I'm good. I'm showing him what I got. He's like, he's feeling pretty good. He's doing lots of damage, and I like that he rolled him in there so he can teleport out. And then he's gonna see what?
Teleport.
Oh, he's not teleporting.
He's not teleporting.
What?
No.
That was. All right, this game has us scratching our heads, right? Because it's not like it was just late. But dude, what was that?
Yeah,
Not looking good for the old and gold guys. You know, so what they're doing is they're not scouting, and they let Kodeo expand everywhere, and they're doing this very late battle cruiser thing. Their composition has nothing to answer what Kodeo's composition is. It's up to the Kodeo team to just go kill them. But maybe they're just stacking up their minerals. Look at the minerals and gas.
Yeah, they are 6,000.
Yeah.
Almost 2,000 for Isaac.
They're maxed out.
1,000 for Jacob. They're maxed out.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
But Casper's maxed out. Not for long. He can't handle both of these guys by himself. Where is Sloza? He needs to help out, man. He's gonna hold his ground here with the lurkers. Good storm, and oh my gosh! The blinding cloud, and just like that, he loses 80 supply. Where is Sloza?
I don't know where Sloza's troops are. I don't know where any of his stuff is.
Oh man, they may have to just talk about their plan here because there's no production here from Sloza. Where are the units are stuck up here?
Oh, they're stuck. They're stuck again.
What are they doing up there? Oh my
The Thors
goodness.
are stuck. The tanks are stuck. Everything is stuck.
Yeah, this is the madness that you feel sometimes. You're like, my brother, you gotta help me. It's 2v2.
This is why you build it SimCity style.
SimCity style? Yeah, well, this
Sim.
happens when you play Terran sometimes. You know, it's hard to figure out the SimCity. You know, the right SimCity, and they're
right
just gonna
SimCity.
roll them. They're just gonna roll them. These Vikings are cute, but they're very late. They have no answer for the. It is just a disaster of a game. But you know, this is something they probably have to watch. They definitely have to watch this game and talk about it because the old and gold cannot win like this.
Yeah, I wonder. I also wonder how many games they got in, you know, since they last played as well
true.
too.
That's true.
Team Codeo. The Archaic.
Alright, well, we're gonna hop on to the interview.
Yeah.
Let's make sense of it all. What did we just see there? I have questions. I don't know about you, Cyan. Do you have questions? I think
I've got a lot of questions too.
I got a lot of questions. Let's start with your questions, Cyan. Oh, wait, let's get Casper in here.
I should be in here. Hold on.
Okay,
Is my
he is
video
in
not
here.
on?
His video is just not showing up. There.
I got this I got this camera from the dollar store.
Well, the way it is you have to
Just-
turn it on manually each time you get on. So no
Oh, okay.
worries. All right. Cyan, you have questions. They have answers, I hope.
I do have questions. Did you happen to notice that half of your mech was just trapped behind all your buildings?
Oof.
Oof, it's a tough question.
And this happened in both games too. It wasn't just the first one. It was
Oh.
it was definitely in both of them. Like we were wondering where all your army was, and then we looked up there and it's like, oh, they're trapped in a little box where he surrounded them with buildings.
So what is your question, Cyan? Did he notice it?
Did he notice it? Did he?
That's a yes or no question, Sloza.
The second game, no. The first game, we were, well, early pressure, and then we had to defend whatever was coming, right? That early pressure didn't do as much damage as we wanted to.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was a
That's why we
gamble.
went back a little bit on the, yeah.
That was a
The
gamble.
second game, no. Yep.
The second game
were
didn't
y'all-
look bad actually. It's just that it got out of hand really fast when there was no action, and then Codeo just expanded everywhere. And they're like, oh, well, we'll just expand everywhere, and that's what happened. So I have a question for the Archaic. You know, I see you always go very safe. You expand, and then you get a shield battery and 4 gates and Twilight. You know, charge. And you feel good about that build, the Archaic?
We were playing really. We decided to play really cautious because
Play safe.
Yeah, we probably knew that they were probably like going to attack us or something. So I was gonna go charge at the storm into carrier.
Got it.
So-
Yeah, the carrier. Once you get to carriers, it's a pain for the other team to deal with. It's just, you know, the longer the game goes, the better for them, right? For you, right? So, regret question for you. You like that lurker combo, right? Do you guys ever think about changing up? You know, hey, I want to go air this time. What do you?
I mean, I hate to admit it, but Lurker Carrier is one of the hardest compositions to stop. Like, you just really need to have like the right composition, and you need to have really good micro. And we thought we'd like to abuse that, so I do feel bad, but you know, it's the FSL 2v2 on the line.
That's right. Well,
I don't think it feels bad. He's smiling awfully hard.
So Casper,
Don't
let
feel
me
bad.
ask
Oh,
you.
that's good. Don't feel bad.
How you what do you think you'll do to adjust for the next? This is only your first loss, so it's not a big deal. What are you gonna do to adjust for the next few games?
I think we just need to be a lot more. We need to be a lot more aggressive. Because I think not just in terms of that matchup, but just I think the longer that game goes for us, puts us at a little bit of a disadvantage. I think they're definitely superior players as far as getting timing downs and like their build and how they gel. So I think we need to try and disrupt that as much as we can to give ourselves a shot. So
sounds like a good plan. And so one last question, Sergio, do you like? I think you're a random whatever player. You play all the races, but do you prefer Terran on these 2v2s?
That's a good question. For this one, yeah. I mean, Terran's a good combo, but random. It's fun to play. We play random a lot, so Terran, I need to shore up those builds a little bit.
So Terran is your
but
favorite.
We do well.
Terran's your favorite race for the 2v2s, I'd say, right? Or
yeah, I would say so.
Okay,
Yeah,
just curious, because you are allowed to switch around in these leagues, So, and I know I've seen you play all the other races, so I was like, oh, he's picking Terran again, right? So
yeah, my Protoss is actually higher than Terran, so when I play random, it's a higher MMRs.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I enjoy playing Terran, and it's a good combo with Zerg.
Terran Zerg is a good combo, especially when you get to the mass Thor push. Yeah, right. That's really hard to stop. Anyway, guys, look, that was exciting 2v2. We'll see you guys on the next one. You have plenty of time for your next matches. So, congrats, Codeo.
We'll keep Casper on here as we prepare.
Oh, Casper, you're not done, man. You're still
No,
playing.
I'm not done.
You are playing a game
Thank you,
against...
Codeo.
See you. GG's.
And thanks, Loza.
GG's, guys.
Yeah, good game, guys. Yeah,
Thanks,
good games.
guys. So Casper is playing ETT.
That's right.
Guys, by the way, we have a website that you can see, and I'll show you guys that really quick. I'm showing the vetoes on the screen, but we do have a website. If you go to FSL, scistorm.com/FSL, you have the schedules right there, and dates and the results too, and all the different leagues. You guys can check that out if you want. But back to the match. It's ETTT and Casper. So let's see if Casper is on. There he is.
They're both
He is
on.
All right.
Both ETT and Casper's on. Casper's really warmed up now.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Actually, the way we had it was the original schedule was supposed to be the Super Smurfers with ET here, along with Spaghettio, and so they were supposed to be both warmed up at this point. But unfortunately, schedule we had to change stuff up. But so ET, are you ready for this game? Was there any preparations you did for specific matchup?
I mean, I haven't. I mean, I've been pretty busy recently, so I didn't practice much. But I watched the games that they played before this.
Yep.
So I think I got like a good kind of. If he plays Zerg, I think I have an idea of what he'll do.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, as long as you have a
So I have
plan.
it in mind.
As long as you have a plan, really.
Yeah.
He's already in my head.
Wow, Casper, what does Tyson say about plans?
Everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face.
There you go. There you go. So we'll see what happens here. Everyone does have a plan, so I'm sure Casper has a plan, and then ET may punch him in the face, and he's like, you know what, that doesn't work. So who's gonna punch first? Who's gonna survive? Who's gonna adjust? We don't know.
Yep.
This will be really good, and good luck to you, gentlemen.
Yep, we'll
There,
talk
guys.
to you guys after the match. I'm gonna mute and deafen you and keep your videos on.
All right, Sep. So Sep's video, and then we're good to go. All right, guys. This is the 1 versus 1 portion of
FSL Season 4.
So in the top left,
Casper 631.
in the bottom right corner, we've got our orange Terran. He is.
He still hasn't submitted this intro, but
Alright, we'll bug him about that next time.
whoa,
There's,
I like it. You know, you gotta do these kind of things. But look at where that Overlord's going, dude.
Yeah, I think he's gonna miss it, and I think he's gonna go right below the natural and make those barracks.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he made it on the top, the Overlord's probably gonna run into it. But he makes it here at the bottom left. That's a good spot. Oh, he's so close. What in the world? And this Overlord's gonna see it. This is not a good spot. If he had put it at the normal spots down here, the Overlords wouldn't have seen this.
Yeah, so it's gonna see no, but let's see what the proper reaction is to pull your
drones. Yeah, you have to pull.
Finishing. But let's see if he does that. Right? Some Zerg players actually
he pulls
don't
the first
do that.
one. So that's.
Oh
man! All right, well now you're really screwed.
Okay.
Because this is a bad spot to put it in. Period. And now you're way behind, and now your chances of winning have gone down from 50% at the start of the game to man, really low, right? So,
Yeah, this doesn't look good. I mean, if we look at the scouting report for both players, I mean, ET is a more methodical, he builds a lot of units in his base, and he won't go until he's ready. And so maybe I think he's just gonna get defensive here, but this is gonna get Casper. He's gonna go out of control here. He's gonna take a lot of bases.
Yeah.
He's gonna go big. Yeah, this is really a not good start for the team.
Yeah, the Zerg, you're supposed to slow down the Zerg. You have to harass them, otherwise they'll have 4 or 5 bases by the time and full supply of workers, and then you just can't do anything.
This is a pro scene. We're not expecting them to be pros, but the whole meta revolves around what can you do as Terran to kind of slow down the Zerg, right? That's why you bring your Reaper up to see if you can snipe that tumor. You can you bring a Hellions down to prevent them from growing, right? And you just have to do, and then you do a build to snipe their 3rd or 4th. Because otherwise, if you just let them be and you do your own thing, Zerg is just gonna get out of control because of the way they are designed.
Yeah, and the good thing about this league though is there are ample opportunities for you to still come back and win, right? So if you're Terran and you do a marine tank push and somehow the Zerg doesn't control well and lose their units, yeah, you can still win.
Definitely, and I think that's ET's style. He's just gonna build a big force before he moves out, and so if he has a good foothold on his push, that might be a good chance. But I think Casper is good enough to be able to stop that, or maybe I think he's gonna get aggressive here. There's 20 lings.
Yeah,
about to be done.
Casper's an aggressive player. So I'll tell you that right now. He's gonna need a tank. ETT doesn't even have his tank out started.
Yeah, you need bunkers. You need to wall that down low ground area.
Yeah, he just did a drop the mule. The danger isn't the bottom base. The danger is the Baneling bust. And if he's doing a Baneling bust, this game is gonna end.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 2 minutes here. Well, actually, he's droning up. So.
Oh well, look at that. He took a 3rd. So.
Yeah, droning up to 3rd. I think he's just gonna see what he can get done with these lings.
And which is
he
can
might
get done.
Make him lift off.
Yeah, he sent the ling to test it out. He's like, oh okay.
Making 6 Banelings. I think he's just gonna make this lift up. I don't think this. I mean, this won't kill him.
Won't kill him, but the reaction is late. And can he close the depot? No.
Oh, he didn't.
The tank is probably going to die.
Yeah, it's exposed. The Banelings.
And you know what? Yeah, and there's the Banelings, and there's more lings coming. And you know what? He's gonna be like, you know what?
Close the door.
And he's not closing.
Oh, it blew up on the.
Alright,
depot.
he still has a chance if he can repair that. He is repairing it. He needs to lift this command center.
Oh,
and he doesn't. He's just a step too slow on really doing something here. He does he doesn't actually close this. I think this is a
No, he needs to lift the
he doesn't lift the command center. Everything is just late. He actually doesn't even close this. It's a game of inches, and the inches is mile wide now.
The friendly fire killed the remaining of this bio.
Yeah, and he was pretty much dead as soon as he canceled.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be over in the next 20 seconds here.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate with the supply depot, because if he closed that, he might have lived longer. I mean, he did lose a command center. He should have really lifted that off. But this is gonna end pretty soon here, because more links are streaming in. There's a GG. Nice play by Casper, identifying that yes, there's a window to end this now. And he did so. But you know, we gotta remember, he was behind from the very start. Because
Yeah, he was already behind.
Barracks, right?
It's pretty hard to come back from
Yeah.
canceling two barracks that you saved money on. You sent 2 SCVs.
Yeah,
Right.
that's just unfortunate.
But
That's that's the
you,
way it
you
goes,
have to
right?
lose a few times with those builds to learn what you're supposed to do. I think his real mistake was putting those barracks too close to easily
Yeah.
be spotted. If he had put it back a little bit, he'd be fine, totally fine.
Because putting it that close, that's the default path of the second overlord,
Yeah.
right? And so he will definitely see it with the second overlord coming down. So if he put it down a little bit, southwest a little bit, and then he didn't have to cancel it, might have had a totally different game there.
Alright, well, it's a fresh start now with the second game loading.
FSL Season 4.
Alright, let's try this again, guys. It's the bottom left. Get the Zerg player.
Casper 631.
And on the top right, he's not cheesing this time. Let's see if we can get a nice macro game. He is.
ETTT.
ETTT, yes. Forgot. He didn't have an intro.
So minor details like putting the barracks at the right spot, lifting the depots. He's just a little bit behind. Now remember, I heard he just kind of started playing too, right?
Yeah, and he ranked up high enough for him to be placed in Code A.
Yep.
So otherwise, he'd be.
I was gonna say that he's a real big underdog in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Code A, if you look at the ranking, right, he's I think on the lowest end of it, but he still belongs there, right?
Yeah.
And so I think if he gets to his comfort zone where he builds his big army, gets his composition that he likes, and then he moves out, then we'll really see what he's capable of, right?
Yeah.
The double cancel in the barracks, that was unfortunate, but even in pro situation and that happens to you, it's pretty much over regardless.
Yeah, exactly. You lose that at that end that early. I don't think you can lose to anyone unless they're 2 leagues below you. You know what I mean? You have such a big lead as a Zerg player at that time.
I mean, he did have an opportunity to come back because
he was baneling busting, and if he had stopped that baneling bust.
Yeah, Casper was making a lot of lings, so those are not drones. And then if he actually held on, right, I think he would have been in good position to even it up.
Yep, if he was able to stop and perform flawlessly defending the baneling bust, then yeah, he can come back. That's a all-in versus an all-in, then you're even, right?
I was wondering about this tech lab, so he was planning on getting early stim.
Early stim is not bad.
Yeah, I like that.
Honestly, I like that because at this level, the more tools, the faster your Marines shoot, faster they move. That's better for you.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
you want to be aggressive.
All of the first units in all the races, right? That's your main upgrade that you need to have. Stim for the Marines, you need to have link speed, and you need to have charge lots, right? Because otherwise, without those upgrades, Marines without stim, they're really terrible.
No, the only thing I'm worried about here, he's not getting his second base, his command center. So he's gonna be all in pretty soon here if he does not put it up there soon. He's gonna do a tank push. He's gonna need more barracks for more Marines to support the tank.
But he's supply blocked and he's just starting his SE.
Oh, he's supply blocked. Yeah, that's a big deal. So he's gonna have extra money to throw down a command center. So he probably should do that.
Yeah, Stim is about done, but you really only have 3 Marines, right? At this point, if you weren't supply blocked, right, you should have had a little bit more. But that's not enough to push now. So I think you're just gonna have to take your.
Yeah, just might as well get the other upgrade. Let's see if he expands.
Right now.
Nice. Okay. So I love the tank position too here.
Yep. Right. So third for Casper. I think he's just macroing up. He's getting a beaming nest. I'm not sure if he's really gonna do anything with that. I wouldn't, because there's a tank up there.
He says a tank, so there's 2 tanks now too.
Yeah.
The thing is though, he's behind by about 9-10 workers.
Yeah, Casper is making
15 workers now. Actually, this is getting out of hand. Oh, and he slows down the command center. He kills the overlord, which is good.
Yeah,
but he needs to get that thing going, man. That thing is not building. He is falling further and further behind the economy, right? This is the thing.
He is, but he's still in a better position than he was.
Oh yeah, this is still a way better game.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that he's making a bunker down there. He just needs to play his game, right?
Yes.
So
he's pretty good for a person that just started playing. Actually, his builds look good. You know.
Yeah.
1-1-1 for him. Oh, actually, he's gonna get 2 starports.
Okay.
I wonder if he's gonna go 2 battle cruisers. And once again, that command center gets slowed down.
Because last time we saw ET was the Wednesday 2v2, and they won those games against serious people due to ET's battle cruisers.
Yeah. Oh, this can actually win him a game. So here's the thing: if you're Zerg, a surprise battle cruiser, ruins things for you. Use a lot of workers. 2 of them is like unkillable unless you have a lot of queens. So
he needs to get that going though. There's a lot of idle time here.
Yeah, he does.
Right? He's more efficient in his build.
He needs the gas.
Right, there's a swell of links here for the Zerg player, and he's making 5 overloads. I think he might start gearing up for an attack.
Yeah, if he keeps throwing the 3 tanks, that's good for ETT.
Yeah, let's see if he makes more links here. Right, he has 186.
He's expanding.
Possible supply, but let's see if he makes.
Yeah,
drones.
Look at that. He made way too many overlords. He's capped already with I'm good now.
That's why I was wondering whether he was gearing for an attack, right? Because usually that's a sign for the Zerg player when they're ready to attack.
Yeah.
Because they open up a lot of overlords and then they just make a lot of units, and then from there they just keep making units. But that wasn't the case. He droned up instead. He drops down the Hydra Den, and it is battle cruisers for ETT.
Yeah.
But the biggest discrepancy here is the worker count, right? He's less than half.
Oh my gosh. More than double the workers for the Zerg. That's really bad.
That's to be expected if you let the Zerg be and they just drone up, right?
Yeah.
But that's expected. But the problem is that you should be more than 31 SCVs at this point in Terran. Right?
Yeah, he probably needs to refine his build a bit more.
Yeah.
But you know what? The 2 battle cruisers can... Oh, but he's going Hydras already, so... I predict, and then there's also a Spire here. If he gets the 2 battle cruisers, if he does not warp him in as soon as they're both ready, then, it's just going to be shut down.
We'll see. I think he's a type of player that likes to make a ball and move together.
Make 8 of them.
Right, and so I think that's what he's going to do.
Battlecruiser is not that good against Hydras though, so he needs to stay with his tanks. He doesn't have a 3rd base coming either, so this is it. I mean, he's 2 basing against a 4 base Zerg with double the workers. So And upgrading too. Look at that. Yeah, this Terran is pretty passive, so he's finally gonna venture out on the map with an SCV. But what do you expect to find after 8.5 minutes of untouched Zerg? 4, 5,
Well-
6 bases, right?
I mean, now it's the Hydra production. I'm surprised that he didn't go lurkers. Usually, I see him play. He likes to go lurkers right after this, but I don't think it. I don't think he needs it. He's just gonna go ham on Hydras here. He's missing his upgrades though on the Evo, right? He should be starting those Hydra upgrades now.
Yeah, ETTT is about to be supply blocked. Yes, he's gonna have 4 BCs, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
He's getting the upgrade on
Yeah, he's got the shield. I mean the armor
air?
upgrade.
Not the
Yeah,
air?
because the armor upgrade for the armory applies to both air and ground.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
thought it was
and
the air
it's-
upgrade is for both air, armor and attack.
No, so the attack upgrade is separate. So the air
had it
upgrade
backwards.
for attack is separate from the attack upgrade for the ground mag.
Oh, look at this! He's gonna pull. He's gonna shut down this expansion.
Yep. And I think that was
And
his
here comes
trigger.
the BCs. If he can siege the tanks, he might have
Yeah,
a
he-
prayer. This is a lot of units, guys.
I think it's just a numbers game here. I mean,
Oh.
this is just like one of those last
Well,
stand campaigns.
If
in
he
the
can kill the
Terran.
Hydras, though, then the BCs will continue
He needs to
shoot.
siege though. He needs to siege like right
But
now.
he's gonna attack.
But he's gonna
Oh,
move.
man.
No.
He's
He's-
leaving nothing at home. He's attacking. It's gonna
He's
be a
gonna
base
get,
trade.
It's gonna get swallowed up actually. Look
Oh
at that big
no!
mini-map.
Here it is.
Oh no.
Here's the swarm, guys.
Yeah, he's gonna get swallowed up by the Hydras and the Mutas from the other side. The Banelings didn't even need to detonate, and I think the VCs are all. He needs to teleport them out now, but he does not. He loses all of them except for 2. The 2 are gonna fall. Barely. Oh no, yeah, the Mutas will be able to clean this up. The rest are gonna go up there, and there's no tanks, there are no battle cruisers left. It's gonna cancel the 3rd, and I think he's just gonna go to the natural, and this is gonna be the end of the game. The 18 Hydras are on the way.
Yeah,
Oof.
there's no answers for anything now, and he's even getting a 5th base. ET now feels like he's living in Char.
Yeah, this is one of those, we were just been playing these campaign missions for Terran, the Last Stand, and it's on Brutal Plus,
He's on planet Zerg right now.
and it's gonna be appearing from all over, and, all... Casper just needs to make multiple Nidus networks, and then just Nidus is in front, and that will be like a campaign.
I think this tank is blocked. Look, it has to go the long way. Look at that. The tank
The-
that
the
pops
way-
up has to go all the way around. But that doesn't
Alright.
matter. That one tank does not matter in this game. There's just too much Zerg. 1 battle cruiser.
Yeah, I think when the Hydras get here, we'll clear out the battle cruisers. Actually, yeah, that's it. Because the tanks are gonna fall to the Lings. The Hydras are just gonna A-move towards the main base. You could have 5 battle cruisers here, and it still wouldn't be enough. Although Casper's not bringing everybody. Oh, there you go. And I think this will be it. A pretty convincing victory here for Casper. And, obviously was warmed up. But let's talk to our players. Hey guys, a quick question for ET. It's unfortunate you canceled your double barracks proxy. What was going through your mind at that point?
I was like, I thought he saw it, and I was like, okay, he's gonna have a spawning pool because I think he goes aggressive. So my
Yeah.
thought was just, okay, he's gonna send Zergs and he's gonna kill the 2 racks, and I'm just gonna lose. So I was like, okay, if I just cancel this and then I just try to play him, I'll probably win.
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
Unfortunately, he did hatch first.
Yeah.
Spawning pool wasn't done yet.
Oh yeah, I should have probably finished it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might as well finish it. And actually, if you move it a little bit further down, his overlord wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, was it? I'm not good with the map, so I was like, I wanted to get there faster since I knew he's Zerg, he's gonna expand faster. So I was like, maybe I should put it a little bit closer. But I think I definitely should have put it in the third base.
Yeah.
That would have been smarter.
It
Yeah,
was
I like
it was a
the-
perfect build for the build that he opened with. It's just the bad position.
Yeah.
When we saw the two SCVs moving across the map, we were actually saying, we like this. We like how this is setting up, and this might be a good idea. This might turn out well. And then the Overlord spotted it, and you canceled it. I'm like, oh no!
Yeah.
But
Yeah, unfortunately, I was just like, when you canceled it, I kind of breathed a sigh of relief. I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I think the second game too.
The second game. What are your thoughts on the second game? Tell us.
I think honestly, if I don't know why. So I scanned his base and I was like, I saw like the spire and I was like, okay, he's just gonna build Mutas. So I was like, okay, I could just build battle cruisers then, and I'll just tech air. But I didn't know he had like 1,000 Zerglings and like Banelings everywhere. So I was like, okay,
Wow.
I'll just stop building siege tanks.
Yeah,
So-
I think the thing there is, if you watch the replay,
Mm.
the answer to that is he has 1,000 of everything. Is because he was
Yeah.
able to expand 3-4 spots without getting touched.
Yeah.
Right. That's what that was. It's an odd thing as a Terran player to not not see and not pressure, right? So once you do that, you don't realize it. It's something that you kind of have to play and see and like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to do that. I can't let him be out of control like that. So that's all that was. That's just more of a
Yeah.
he's
I
just
do
gonna
like-
expand everywhere. That's all it is.
I do like the battle cruisers, but just a tip on there is, if you are gonna go rush the battle cruisers, as soon as it pops out, try to teleport them. See what you can get done.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah. The only thing is, I still gotta learn Zerg. I haven't learned. I don't think I've ever. Actually, I think I've played against Zerg like once or twice, like as Terran. I guess I'm not used to it yet.
Well, your buddy Dominic Spaghettio can definitely help you with that, and so can
Yeah.
Dark
Yeah,
Menace
but-
and them. So
But you know what? There are no more Zerg opponents for you. Well, not Zerg pick. You might get them in random, but
Yeah.
in your division, there are no more Zerg specifically. So,
no more pesky Zergs.
so good job, good game. So Casper, congratulations on the win. So
Thanks.
when you saw the, I think when you made, I think you were gonna go all in right away on that first game when you made Banelings in front of his base. But then you took a third and then you expanded. When did you decide? It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go all links at this point.
I made the Banelings and I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna poke and see how far in I can get. And then when I saw that he misplaced his supply depot, that's when I was just like, I just held down the Z button. I was just like, okay, I gotta rush in on this because I didn't want to overcommit. I thought I was ahead, and I was like, I was prepared to try and play it slow because one thing I'd realized that I get crushed on the ladder is that I overcommit too soon. Like I'm like, oh, I got this. Let me just throw everything at him, and then that's what ends up losing me game. So I was just trying to like slow it down and make sure that I'm like, okay, let's make some good trades. Let's make sure that I'm not
It's
falling behind.
yeah, it's a very veteran way of looking at it. But one thing I do want to say is, I know ETT, you just started playing. You actually look pretty good for someone who just kind of just started playing. Who's been teaching you?
I mean, I've played RTSs before. I played a lot of Age of Empires.
Ah, okay. So you kind of have some of the basics of.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. 'Cause I was gonna say you're way too good for someone who supposedly just started. So and you're
Oh, sorry. I have like 1,000 hours in Age of Empires 3.
nice.
That's one of my favorite games as a kid.
But yeah, wait till you get into the SC2 thing. Then I can't wait to see. And you chose a fun race in terms of strategy and building and all that stuff, right? So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys on your next match.
Congrats again.
We'll have Code S now, which is woo. This is
Yeah,
gonna
this
be nuts, guys. So, watch the stream, guys, and watch these two play, because this is gonna be random versus random. So let's bring in the players.
All right, GG's.
GG's, guys.
Alright, guys, so what we were saying, this is random versus random now. I think this is gonna be... You know, I keep saying this is a fun match, but this one is probably the most fun match because it's random versus random. Let's get these... let's get their cameras on.
Combinations. Alright? The combinations that you can have, and... What's up, man? What's up, Freedom? It's your debut
there you go.
for
Hey,
season
what's up, guys?
4.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's your debut, so looking
I might
forward
be
to see how
muted.
you are.
We can hear you.
We can hear
cool.
you.
We can hear you.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
EJ was trying to help me get set up. So, hey, thanks, man, for sending me the link. I was like, shoot, where's this Archon thing again? Archon services, map, whatever. It's been so long, man. You gotta do these seasons back to back, or I get rusty in between.
we did have what 3-4 months off. It was
I
not a
know.
long time.
It is.
But it's good to see you again, back as
Yeah,
the
man.
original random player here, along with Seth. But guess who changed to random? Your opponent. He's playing random. He usually is a Protoss, so this will be cool.
Yeah.
Like as Seth said,
Yeah.
it'll be one of each. It's possible you can get one of each matchup.
I think it'd be really fun if we each get one.
Let's do a best
then-
of 9 instead.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Seth, are you in this season? I don't even remember, man. I didn't look at the
am
lineup.
not. Yeah, I'm just focusing on the admin and running the...
I can't hear
we
him.
have a lot of... We have what?
Okay.
8?
More
Yeah,
random
yeah.
players is always good, so that's all I can say.
We have Code S. There's a lot of people on Code S. So this is be a fun season.
Although Neutrophil has Zerg selected here, he's not changing it to random, so I'm wondering if he's trying to pull
okay, he
fast
has a
one.
plan. He has a plan. All right. All right, there you go. So, real quick. Breeden, how have you been preparing for your debut here in FSL Season 4?
Oh man, I've got bad news, dude. I just got back from a road trip last night, so I'm woefully unprepared again. But I did a few games last night just to like try to warm up. I was on the road for about 2 weeks, and then I immediately got rushed. And I was just telling Mazel earlier that I had to contend with like off cannon and Ling all-ins last night. And I was like, okay.
yeah.
It was rough, but I was like, okay, that's okay. I deserve this. This is what I get for not playing for a while, but it's cool. I'm just gonna do the best I can, and yeah, we'll go.
2 weeks off, not too bad. You know, so that's good. It wasn't as bad as others where they just completely hadn't played, and they're like, oh, FSL's back, you know. and that, so at least you had a little bit of practice. I'll tell you this: I know Neutrophil has been practicing a lot, because he's, you know, they all know your reputation. So Neutrophil, tell us about your practice regimen.
I won't say anything specific. It's just that I've been practicing on an alt account on my off races, so I have some plans for them.
Neutrophil, what are you having trouble with, man? Help me out.
Nothing.
Oh no, bad news for me.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter. You're rolling the dice, so it's not like you, unless you pick your race, which will be kind of cool too. Remember, we have no rules against that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's up to you.
If I get like Terran 3 times in a row or something, then maybe not.
If 3
But
times in a
right
row,
now I'm
you're
thinking
already
let's keep
over
it true to random. But yeah, if it starts seeming repetitive, then that might be something to consider just to mix things up.
All right. Maligan's here. Are you? Are you? There you go. Turn on your cam. You'll be casting this with Seth.
All right.
All right, let's do this. So I guess we get started. We'll talk to you guys after.
Yeah, we'll have questions after, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But this,
after.
we just want to show Maligan real quick here. He'll be the co-caster with Seth. I'll let you guys be.
Yeah,
Good luck,
I'm
have
gonna mute
fun.
Beth and you guys.
Good luck, guys.
Let's start.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot. Hey, good luck, man. Looking forward to a good match, and let's do this thing.
Let's do this.
Are we staying on cam?
Nope. Because
Alright.
it's a 1v1. And we want to show their cameras, not us. Alright, so.
I don't know, man. Maybe I have a feeling Frieden is probably prepared, but he's just saying otherwise.
No, look at this. Look, Neutrophil did select Zerg. It's on
Yeah, he
purpose.
did. Yeah.
Right?
I wonder what's his plan here, because remember when he said he only does Bane links, speed links?
Yeah.
That's all he knows. So maybe that's his plan. You get a quick first game, all in. We'll see.
All right, well, let's introduce our players here. On the top left corner, actually selecting Zerg. He is.
Neutrophil.
All right, at the bottom right, his debut game on season 4. It is the Protoss. He is.
Frieden.
This is good. He's spawning as Protoss. Interesting. I haven't. Wait, we have seen him play, but it was against Neutrophil. Protoss versus Protoss. That was a good match as well. So I think his Protoss here is solid.
All right, you guys are watching.
Ooh, interesting scout pattern here.
FSL.
I think he's trying to hide something sneaky. Up.
Because I don't think Zerg has spotted this, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it didn't pass through the Overlord, right? Yeah, I don't think
during
so.
the time when it passed the hatchery, when it's morphing.
Yeah.
During the time it's morphing, it has very low vision, so it can't really see that far. And I think it's not gonna see the probe pass it.
Yep.
But what is he planning here, right? Why is he hiding that? Maybe he's gonna be doing a warp. He's gonna go 4-gate warp all in here.
Yeah, that was for me. That was kind of risky too, because you don't know what if it was like a 12 pool or something. And
well, you already know because of the hatchery. So
yeah.
So
that's true. So he saw the expansion. That's right. You're right.
That means
that's why he felt safe.
And he sends another probe as a feint, right? To say, hey, this is my first scout, and then if you kill it, then
I don't have anyone.
More, right?
Yep. He's probably gonna put a pylon there and warp in.
Yeah,
a lot.
We'll
see.
He's just gonna go
DT. This could be a DT. I have a feeling it's a DT. Double gas right away. So
the thing about if I were to do a scouting report on Frieden, is that he's actually very good with Protoss and Zerg. It's his Terran.
His Terran is the weakest.
And so him getting Protoss here, and then Neutrophil picking Zerg, and if he actually gets to the mid game here, if he doesn't kill him, I don't think Neutrophil has enough experience under his belt to navigate Zerg throughout the game.
Here comes the DT Shrine. Bam!
Yep, so it's gonna be a proxy.
Oh man.
He's gonna wait a little bit when it's probably halfway, and then he's gonna drop down that.
Yep. See, look at Frieden. He identified the gap with his wall and built another gateway there just to close it up.
Yeah, but if I was Neutrophil right now, I drop down my third, and I still do not see an expansion from the Protoss.
I know, right? There's gotta be something.
Yeah, alarm bell should be ringing, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, as a Zerg, if you're experienced with Zerg and you've done it enough, this is when they upgrade Overlord speed, right? And then send in that Overlord you need to find out what's going on in that main base, because I don't see an expansion.
Why did he make a pylon there on his probe? He should be making one by now.
Did he forget about
I think he forget about it. Because he made a pylon way down there on the, on the south side of the map.
Yeah, he needs to make that pylon. Oh, there it is.
Oh man,
he forgot about it. I mean, we're gonna need to ask him about that later.
Yeah, that was a bad delay there.
So there's a swell of lings, but there's no detection, right?
There's only one zealot there on the.
Yeah, but you warp in a.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Yeah, this is gonna get interesting here.
Oh, he's gonna die right here. There's 3 DTs being warped, but it's not on the map. I mean, not on the base.
All right, he's gonna need to chrono out the gateway and then warp DTs at home.
Yep, he needs to warp DTs at home. Make sure he makes some pylons too, because he's gonna get a supply block. But you know what? He's losing a lot of probes anyway.
Yeah, so the DTs are actually not accomplishing that much. He's gonna snipe the spawning pool, but he's gonna lose a lot more here. He's not warping in a DT at home. There's nothing being produced because he does have the money for it, but is it because he can't warp in because of there's nothing powered?
Oh
Yeah,
no,
there's
he's gonna
nothing-
lose his Dark Templars.
There's
Oh, that's
nothing
unfortunate.
powered. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can't warp in anything because there's nothing powered. Oh, there's one DT. I think it went.
Why is his probe still mining long range?
Yeah, I think
I think he forgot, or he's probably just busy with his DT on top.
Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
so this keeps keeps Neutrophil busy with the DT, and he can't really deal with it. He can't do anything that has a mobile detection.
Yeah.
But he's gonna need. Well, he needs to get out of there.
He's gonna get surrounded. Oh man.
No.
Keep swiping! Keep swiping! Ah, Swiper didn't swipe. He died.
You see Frieden's reaction there. It's
I
like,
know,
oh,
right?
I can't believe I lost that. But the lead
Yeah.
here, I think, is insurmountable.
Yep, there's no way for him to come back at this point because there's already detection in the map.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing now is if Frieden just saves up his money and
Yeah, this barrel through.
Well, he needs to make another Nexus.
Yeah.
But
But if we look at the worker counts, it's 14 probes, 35 drones. So that's way behind. And there's a third base. I think there's no way for Frieden to get back on this one.
alright, so the DT is back in the main base again. He's gonna
No!
get picked off again. Yeah, one
Yeah.
DT is not enough. You need to have like 3 to go there to swipe that and snipe that really quickly. Otherwise,
Yeah, that's right. You know, Neutrophil still hasn't figured out that there's a pylon there, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think he
that's
knows. Oh, he sees the other one, but yeah, that could be a problem later on if he doesn't destroy the other
looks like he's
pylon.
gonna put his expansion down now. Like right now. There it is. Yeah, but as soon as Neutrophil makes one Overseer, which he's doing now, he can
Yeah.
just make a ton of lings, and he can just aim move to victory here.
Yep,
And there it is.
there it is. Goodbye, DT. GG.
That was a promising start there for Frieden.
You know what? One thing that if he didn't forget about his pylon, then he could have warped the DT sooner, and then it could have taken the attention of Neutrophil. Probably, right?
Yes.
You'll never know because he was delayed there for probably what, close to a minute. But putting that pylon down, that could have wreaked havoc, really.
Yeah,
That-
and it's all about that early punch, right? Because
Yeah.
then it throws everything off from the other person.
Yeah, so the other person becomes then defensive, so
Yeah.
that could have turned the game there. But yep, he forgot his pylon. So here we go, game 2.
Right. So I think we're gonna be seeing for the very first time this map in FSL.
Yeah, and you know what? As expected, Neutrophil pulled the Banelings, Ling Banelings.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the map picks
Right. So
again.
they vetoed a lot of these standard maps. Well, Blackburn's not standard, but they usually veto that. Beckett makes it through.
We don't see this a lot. Beckett Industries.
Yeah, it's actually because of the speed zones. It
Mhm.
is the fastest rush map. You can get to your opponent really quickly.
I see. Oh, look at
because-
that! Sorry, Neutrophil is going Protoss.
Yeah, I think he's Neutrophil is just making sure he doesn't draw Terran.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
Yeah, you were saying again. What were you saying? About
yeah,
the
so
map?
the Beckett Industries, if you send like right now when it starts the game, you send a probe down to the other side, it'll get there the fastest out of the maps,
I see.
and actually faster than the other map that we used to have. Can't remember its name now. Submarine, right?
Yeah,
Even
submarine.
though that's a small map. But anyway, let's introduce our players here. On the top right corner, up 1-0, selecting Protoss this time. He is.
Neutrophil.
All right, our bottom left player, he spawns Protoss. He's down 1 game. He is.
Frieden.
Yeah, Charisma had to remind me what the map name was.
Wow, even Charisse knows. I don't know.
But you know, it's so like Frieden was somewhat out of sorts. Oh, that was so
barely.
close.
Good save, good save.
Good save there.
You don't want to lose that.
One. Oh, he actually traps it.
Oh, nice.
You know, I was about to say that Frieden was just not clicking on all cylinders, right? He was just missing a few things here and there.
Yeah.
But then he shows us that, you know, this is how you handle somebody trying to steal your gas.
Yep. Double gateway.
Yep, double gateway. He has, you know, he didn't really mine gas yet.
Yeah.
He still hasn't mined gas. I think he's prioritizing minerals right now, but he does have enough already. It's fully saturated.
Yeah, I wonder if Frieden knew that Neutrophil was picked Protoss, because that's for me it's not safe to wall off down there against a Protoss, especially when you know a Protoss player that like Neutrophil.
Yeah. So that is if the Protoss player is, you know, he's aggressive and takes units and send it across the map. Neutrophil does do that, but MO really is, he likes to play defense. He's just gonna send the 2 adepts, and so this wall might be good because if you
that's a good thing he plugged it. I mean, tight like that.
Yeah, but the adepts can still shade in though, so he needs to have a probe right there, ready to wall.
Yep, ready to put a pylon.
All right, you guys are watching. This is our 3rd game of the night. We've had exciting games already, and this is our Code S match. The Code S division, which is pretty much Diamond and, well, low Masters, but we don't have that many Masters.
Oh my gosh, that thing's open. Bye. I'm here.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
right?
that's the hardest part there is.
This is gonna kill probably what, 8?
Yeah, this is bad for Frieden right there. 6,
7, and then he missed micro that one. But yeah, 6 is significant because now
that's
down by a
that's
lot.
a bad loss.
Yeah, and these are
look at that, an expansion already for Neutrophil. Let's see.
Dep's gonna poke in again. He's gonna shade in probably.
But you know what? Looking at the worker count, even though he lost, Frieden losing 6, the worker count is not that bad. 23 for Neutrophil and 20 for Frieden.
Yeah, I think because Frieden's prioritizing
the workers, right?
Yeah, the workers. And you know, Neutrophil decided to put down his expansion already, along with a Robo, and Frieden has none of that, right?
Yeah.
There's another shade in by that.
Yeah, so this is why I don't like walling on the bottom. If you're not good at defending against the depth, just wall off on the top. It's easier, I guess. Lesser structures.
Alright, so he finally cleans it up. Frieden is making a
Frieden
lot
was harassing there. We didn't see. GG.
That was his last hold, right? He was just gonna keep catching off guard with that one mark, and you realize he has more than I do, and there's no way.
Yeah, it's expanded. Yep. So good GG there. You don't want to prolong that.
Yeah, because he knows that that was his last leg there.
Game, man.
Good game.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't give you more of a fight, dude. That was a big blunder.
Frieden, quick question. On the first game,
I'm ready to talk about it. I know exactly what I did wrong, so. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
And you were looking, you're like, okay, that's what you want to do. And I was like, fuck, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. But it's alright.
So yeah, you're asking question, Seth?
Yeah, so Frieden, quick question about that first game.
I haven't been able to hear Seth at all so far, by the way, so.
Oh, Seth. You can't hear Seth. Alright.
You have it turned down? You have my specific volume turned down?
I can hear you guys, but
while we wait for Seth adjusting, or maybe Frieden, you can adjust that. I think the question on game 1 is, did you forget your probe in the main base? Neutrophil?
No.
Because you didn't make a pylon there first, so I was like, how come you didn't make one there yet? Right?
Yeah, so part of it is, so I don't think he had seen my probe initially, or if he had, he didn't respond to it and he didn't come looking for me. So I just hid it there. I I didn't want to make pylons too early where like maybe a roving overlord or a queen or something might see it. So I kind of just left it sitting in the corner until like the last minute right before I'd use it. So I had like sent my first scouting probe and it kind of sat into the corner in that first game.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I sent
no,
like a much
we
later
get that.
probe.
The thing is, you had the pylon at the bottom. You're ready to warp in. But
Mm-hmm.
then you made the It was just the timing was a little off. You could have made the pylon earlier, and you would have had the DTs maybe 15 seconds earlier, right before his Baneling bus would have hit, and that could have changed the game completely.
Yep, he
You
could
see what
have
I'm
been
saying?
defend. Yep,
Yeah,
he
it's
could
a,
have
it's a
been-
beautiful, beautiful move, by the way. And the funny thing is, this is the second time a Baneling bust saved Neutrophil from a DT rush.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, you know,
So honestly, I didn't expect the Banelings at all. I don't see it too often PVZ. Like the vast majority of the time, you just wouldn't. Yeah, I don't see it that often. So if I had known or I'd seen it, then I probably would put my stalkers up front or something like that. But
yeah, on that,
yeah.
my only suggestion is if you make an adept, go send it directly to him, and then you'll see, oh crap, a lot of lings are coming. Obviously, I gotta make shield battery and just close it. And then I think you'd win, because then if you just send the DTs, you can't do anything about it, and you just automatically win. But that's hard, you know. That's a timing thing. Every second counts. The 10 seconds.
Well, I mean, so admittedly, here's a big weakness of mine, and I'll share these things because it'll be funny. But I never adapted to a lot of really fundamental Legacy of the Void stuff. I mean, the game's like 6 years old now. I was just looking at the intro video the other day. But like, for example, stuff like adepts, shield batteries.
I see. Yeah.
Disruptors.
So there's a lot of things about my play that are like stuck in Heart of the Swarm, or even worse, stuck in original SC2.
That's okay.
So,
That's okay. But
yeah.
you know, it's okay. You don't have to have an adept. You can send a second probe to see what the heck is he doing. And if you see a lot of links coming your way, you're like, okay, this is an all-in. I want to make a gateway.
Yeah.
He can't bust this. And then you go kill him.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only thing I was saying is, you know, a follow-up scout. Because there's a lot of Zergs that will do a Baneling bust or a Roach Ravager all-in right at that 6 minute mark. And then you just need that heads up because you can't possibly stop a Baneling bust sometimes, you know, like that.
Yeah, not like that. It was just one of those things where I would need to do something to keep him busy in his base.
But guys, Maligan, everyone, I think we're gonna keep seeing this Baneling bust DT thing all season because this is the second exact thing that happened. And game 2, Frieden, before we move on, I have a question on that. Is you expanded at the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
You saw he was Protoss. Well, because I know you're a guy with plan. Maybe you don't want to reveal your plan. Were you gonna be aggressive, and you just never got to it because that's ruined your day?
Yeah, adepts using them and fighting against them are really annoying for me. Like I was gonna switch to like a much more basic build, like just forget my way to victory or something like that.
Yeah.
But then the adepts came earlier than I expected. I was trying to set up for it, and then just completely misplacement of my buildings, and it really screwed me over. So that put me on the back foot almost immediately, and so it was a pretty desperate move to try to like do the warp and pylon and just natural, and that didn't work out either. So I was like, okay, I've made too many really big mistakes too early in the game, where to the point where I didn't feel like I wouldn't be able to recover. So
yeah, Protosses, we've all dealt with these pesky adepts. I know Maligan hates them, and so
you know what? Talking about that, the first game I lost to Neutrophil was through those adepts. 2-gate adept timing attack. That's how I lost to Neutrophil. I knew.
Usually when I see the 2 gates, I definitely think, okay, it's gonna be adepts, and so I had my stalkers. I guess I could have been boosting my stalkers come out faster, but yeah, it was just. I mean, they're
here's
annoying.
The key to that. What you're supposed to do is just close it with a shield battery so they can't get in, or a pylon or anything. And then they cancel the shade, and then you keep making stuff. Eventually, they can't do that stuff. But I think on this one, though, the good news is typically Protoss, they want to see what comes out. It's either Stalkers, Adepts, or Sentry. What typically Protosses do, they have that probe moving around, seeing what comes out of it, and they drop a pylon, right? So they can see what comes out, and then they cancel it. So
Yeah.
That's a tip I have for you. 'Cause that's what they normally do, and to see what comes out. Because you have to know, is it Adepts coming out or Stalkers? Unless you're really quick on plugging that hole. And what Protosses do, they always leave a probe right at that choke, ready to make a shield battery or a pylon to close the choke to make sure no Adepts get in. They always leave that. That's like a tax. When you're playing PvP, they always have somebody there ready to plug it in case.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah, there's always that. If you watch the program,
I mean, you guys are always way more analytical than me because when I see that, I'm like, oh, hey, free probe. I just kill it. I don't really think about like what's gonna happen next. So.
Yeah. No. You make the shield battery and then run back, and then the Adepts can't shade in. But typically that's what happens. But anyway, it was good seeing you again. It's only game 1 for you. It's a long season. I think Neutrophil, you're going 2-0 now. Right? Is this
2-1?
2-1?
2-1.
Oh, that's right. He
Yeah,
lost
2-1.
to Dark Menace in the first match for him. So it's still very early. And just hit us up if you want. Watch the VODs for practice and coaching and things like that. Because you guys are all improving every time we watch you guys. You're always improving and you're catching something from the analysis. But good seeing you, Frieden. Neutrophil, maybe it's time for questions. Do you have any questions for him, Maligan?
Yeah. Neutrophil, on the first game you picked Zerg. Was that your plan? Baneling bust?
Yeah, so I was looking at Frieden's account, I was looking at his match history, and I was ready for any DT plays he was doing, so I dropped the spore right away as soon as I went to commit to my Bane bust. And
I see.
Also, since he said he wasn't really practicing until recently, I figured he hadn't seen the VOD, so I just wanted to do the Bane bust.
Yeah. I see.
That
Yep.
makes perfect sense.
That,
Because if he saw the VOD,
Yeah.
he wouldn't fall for that. Yep.
Yeah,
So,
because
question-
he did mention in the VOD that Neutrophil's only play on Zerg is Baneling Bust. So, yes. That's cool. So, second game. Question on second game. So, you had your Overlord on top of his base. Oh, wait, was the second game? With the Protoss? Oh, no, it was Protoss. Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, that was the first game when you had your Overlord seeing that he hasn't expanded yet. So, yeah. I guess that's how you knew there was a DT coming. So second game, let's see what happened on second game. Second game, Protoss. Oh yes, so you went to Adepts. So that was your go-to always when I see you play Protoss. You always go Adept. So were you planning on something with the Protoss? Why you picked Protoss?
I was just more consistent with it. I'm still working on my Terran, and I didn't really want to risk my 108.
He didn't want to risk getting Terran. I see.
Yeah, you don't want to risk. I see.
Yeah,
Yep.
just like I said.
Dude,
in
I
the
was
chat.
minimum. I'm the same way.
Although that map is
Getting
really
Terran.
good. That map is really good for Terran, by the way.
Well, Neutrophil, I do have a question. So you did pick Zerg. The 2 times you've selected Zerg, you did a Baneling bust. How comfortable or how well versed
I
are you
feel, guys,
in
if you can do if there was a race choice, not Terran, I'll choose that every time.
Yeah.
So
How comfortable are you in the Zerg mid game to the late game so far?
So hold on, before you answer that, I don't think Frieden can hear Seth. Seth asked the question: how comfortable is Neutrophil after the early game in as Zerg?
So I do customs with Dark Menace, and sometimes I do play for macro game. Of course, it's not as good as him, but I think it's at least low diamond level.
Alright.
Nice. Sounds like we should do some customs tonight, guys. Alright, well, after this, we're done. This is pretty much the interview, and then we're done with the stream. Any last questions, Seth? I'll have to transcribe.
Yeah, sorry.
I think
I see his mouth moving, but I don't hear him.
Tell him if you right clicks on my name, he can turn up the volume for me.
Yeah, you right click on his name and you can turn on the volume.
Oh, for
That's
Seth.
what it is on Discord. You probably somehow.
I see him maxed out. User volume maxed out.
Yeah, that's just weird. Alright, well, we don't have to solve that in this stream, but guys, if you don't have any more questions, good games. Good seeing you again, Frieden. Looking forward for your second match. And guys, for those interested, we have the website. You can see the schedule there of what's coming up, and so I'll show you guys that if you go sizestorm.com/FSL. There you go, and you guys can see when you can catch Mr. Frieden play again.
which is
And-
next Wednesday.
Actually, next Wednesday you're playing Hurtin' Time. That's gonna be cool. It's gonna be Terran, and then Neutrophil doesn't
Terran,
play for
yes.
a while, so he's gonna face Regret. Now, that's got a while to go. But all right, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight's cast.
All right,
We'll
man.
see
Looking
you
forward
guys.
to a good season. Looking forward to a good season. So.
It's Wednesdays and Fridays, guys, 7 p.m. US Eastern. So we'll catch you guys later. I'm signing off. This is Freedom with Maligan and Seth, and we got Freeden up there and Neutrophil. Talk to you guys later. See ya.
See you guys.
See you guys.